you're dreaming. It's like I'm dreaming. It's like I'm dreaming.
We've just cruised into the waters around Milos, the island of Milos, and oh, we are absolutely overwhelmed by all of the rock formations. This place is a geologist's dream. We've travelled today up the northeast side of Milos and around the top, and in just that short, maybe 10 miles, we have seen so much variation in the rocks. It's just amazing.
It's like I'm dreaming. When the time is closer, when the sun is on your lips, they say that your dreams can come in waves.
Off to explore some caves.
Yeah,
Had a quick look yesterday afternoon.
a sneak peek.
What's the phone?
Oh yes, thank you.
Forwarded.
It always does. This place is incredible. We had a bit of swell here last night, but it's calmed right off this morning.
Love is closure.
Wow, look at this. It's quite surreal to come to places like this in your boat,
Yeah.
because you just can't quite believe that you can bring your home and park yourself with this as your backyard. It's very special. Oh my God, there's so much colour in this place.
Look at that.
There's a whole series of these caves.
Love is closure. Your love is
How cool is that?
Oh, yeah.
got the meaning that move from my bones. It's like I'm dreaming. It's like I'm dreaming.
It's a different world in here. It's what we can't believe about Milos. It's just the diversity of the different areas. It's only a small island, but there is so much to see here. Around every corner, it's different.
Time is closer. When the sun is on your lips, they say that your dreams can come in waves. Through it all, I found the answer.
So here we are at the top end of Milos, and it looks like we're in a whole other world. Around every corner there's just something more to look at. We've got winds coming tonight and tomorrow night that we need to be protected from. Marita's over here at the helm doing our research. She's working out what we're going to be doing for the next couple of days. I think we're going to do some land-based travel, is that right, Dale?
Oh yeah, I'm just actually Googling all the things to do in Milos. I've been wanting to come here for years because somebody told us it's an incredible place.
Sorry folks, flat battery.
I was saying before the battery ran out, for those of you who've watched our channel for a while, you probably realise that generally we don't like researching places before we get there because we love everything to be a surprise and just to discover it on our own. But this place has too many things that are unmissable, so we need to just make sure that we tick all the boxes here in Milos, and this place will probably get its own movie because it's just incredible, isn't it, babe?
Unbelievable. Yeah, we've met so many cruisers that have said you have to go to Milos.
Yeah.
And we now understand why.
Milos is the perfect destination to come on your own boat and just cruise.
And that's easy for you to say, you've got a boat.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But if you are a cruiser and you do have a boat, put Milos on your list.
Yeah.
Your love is closure.
This is the massive main bay of Milos that we're coming into now. We're going to spend a few days in here, go and explore some of these incredible sites. Oh, that's, I might grab that, love. This thing actually hit the boat. Yeah. Oh. Just awful. Well, it's blowing 38 knots. We've got waves 1.5 meters high in the bay, breaking at times. We've got a southwesterly blowing. I've had to come inside because it's just foul out there and there's water spraying everywhere. It's just a mess. Just thought I'd show you what's happening to our tender out the back. Ideally we'd like to pull it up, but we just can't get it out of the water at the moment. These waves are 1 meter, 1.5 meters high. Some of them are breaking. They're spaced about every 5 to 10 meters apart, and it's actually like being at sea, but we are at anchor in a bay.
It's a bloody mess.
It's a bloody mess. We went out for lunch because things calmed off a tiny bit, and we came back to an absolute shit fight, is the only nice way of putting it. So now we're on the boat. All of the things we had planned to do this afternoon on the boat and on shore, we've canned because, well, we need to be on the boat. We can't go to shore while we're at anchor in these conditions. It's just not safe to leave the boat. But at the same time, on board the boat, it's so uncomfortable that we don't even want to read. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to do any paperwork. We're just going to ride this out. I'm trying to show you the nose of that leopard catamaran over there, lifting up with the waves and then smacking down, which is exactly what our boat's doing as well. But it's nearly impossible to hold the camera still in this wind, so I'm just going to give up. You're just going to have to take my word for it. It is foul. We can't wait for this to be over.
Quite often we get people contacting us about the options that we've taken on board, both our Lucy and this Elba. And one of the big things a lot of people ask us why we went for the davit and not the swim platform. We've just come back from in town, but we were lucky to get out of the tender on board the boat, let alone get the tender. I can't even get it on the davit. There's no way in hell I'd be able to put that thing on a swim platform and lift it out of the water. It would be dangerous. I'm not knocking the platform. I think they're great for coastal cruising, but the reason we don't have one is sometimes we have to pull out of anchorages like this in a hurry. And if we had to do that today, we'd be dragging that thing all the way to the next anchorage. And I don't like to drag tenders. I don't even like leaving the tender down when we're on the boat because it just gets flogged. I pull it up every night. I'm just hoping that this calms down so I can pull it up tonight. So folks, a beautiful end to a very ordinary day. Up and down. We went ashore for lunch. Lucky we came back when we did because we had motorboats dragging around us. It's beautiful to see the moon come up in all its glory. Let's go and see what's for dinner.
Yum! Bit of mint going on top of our curry. And dinner is served.
Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
We're just about to go into the Roman theatre here in Milos. It's from the 1st century AD. It's made almost entirely of marble, apart from the rocks around the outside. They're all different colours. And we're going to go and have a little sneak peek right now.
Sunday morning, up with the lark. I think I'll take a walk in the park.
Everyone says when you come to Milos to hire a car, or better still a four-wheel drive, but like all of these smaller Greek islands, it's also a brilliant place to go hiking. It's about 29 degrees today, which is a vast improvement on the 40s that we've had in Turkey, so we're quite happy wandering around here. It's lovely. Really quiet except for the roosters. Not many people around at all.
I've got someone waiting for me. And when I see her, I know that she'll say,
Hello, you're a tiny little cat, aren't you? Hello.
it's a beautiful day. Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh my, it's a beautiful day.
Where are you going, buddy? You're gonna get wet.
You're by my side. Let's take the car and go for a ride. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. We'll drive on and
It's a friendly little thing, isn't it? So cute.
hey, 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 it's a beautiful day.
You coming?
Be careful walking across here.
Yeah, slippery as hell. Look at this.
This is fallen in. This end of town, I think, has been water damaged. Or they've had ground movement through here, because this thing here is just split in half.
Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh my.
Kalimera.
Beautiful Sunday. This is my.
Big underneath.
Well, we found the catacombs, but the only sign of life here is this little lizard. It's closed.
When you say that you love me.
All right, this is the town of Plaka, which to us is like a modern day Hora or Greek village. It's just that this one is not medieval. This one's quite new, but built in the same style. Lots of cute alleys
On a bloody steep hill.
on a bloody steep hill, with a Venetian castle and of course the crowning glory, the church at the top.
Hot, hot, beautiful Sunday. This is
Lunchtime. Or is that beer o'clock? That's the international symbol for beer o'clock.
Sounds good to me.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
This is 24 hours after all that wind. We've got this beautiful mill pond here in the bay. We had no idea this anchorage could be this good. We're going to enjoy tonight before the wind blows up again in another 24 hours.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Not sure, folks, but we're going to call it Rabbit Rock.
That does look like a rabbit.
Oh, it's losing it now. It did earlier.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Little darling, the smiles returning to the face. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Milos is being really kind to us today and giving us a superb tailwind. In fact, it's actually parasailer weather, but we're close to land and we're only going a couple of miles, so we thought it wasn't worth putting the parasailer up. We've gone with the Jenica instead, but it's pretty nice, isn't it?
It's only just hanging in there though, because the wind is literally right on our clacker. It could not be any more on our bum.
Yeah.
We've only got to go probably another nautical mile and we have to pull it in anyway, because we're going to stop at the
old sulphur mines.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a major tourist attraction in Milos, and to be able to do it by boat is pretty special. So we hope we can pull this one off today.
Great island to come to, and,
Yeah.
and so many things to look at. So many beautiful anchorages, of which I think we've said before.
Yeah. We did try to tick off some big ticket items early in our stay here. So last Sunday we thought we'd go to the underground World War II tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
And it turns out that Sunday is the only day that that's closed, so we walked over to there and got there and didn't get to see those. Then on Monday we thought, oh well, we'll go to the mining museum, which is also very popular here. Got to the mining museum. Monday is the only day the mining museum's closed, so we didn't get to do that. Then on Tuesday we went to see that beautiful little seaside fishing town of Klima.
Which we saw.
Which we saw, it was open. But we tried to go to the catacombs there, and
the only day that it's not open is Tuesday, so we hit the trifecta.
Yeah.
3 locations, 3 days.
0 big ticket items ticked off. So we have missed a couple of items here at Milos, but we're happy. They're all the really touristy things anyway, and as you guys know, we prefer to do the less touristy stuff.
One would think that we'd be better at research by now, but
Yeah.
sometimes we
We do like to wing it.
yeah, turn up. If the place is open, it is. If it's not, it's not. But 3 days in a row, turning up on the only day that these places are shut. Yeah, not a good strike rate. Yeah, we need to furl.
Yep, okay. The wind's right behind us, and sometimes the wind comes 10 degrees the other side, so we are just hanging in by a thread.
Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes.
No, so we've got a slight problem. We're here at the old sulphur mines, and it was, you know, there was a bit of a swell when we went past in the boat, but it certainly wasn't breaking waves like it is now.
It looked like we could beach the tender, but if we try and get in there, we're in all sorts of trouble and not going to happen.
So for today, this might be as close as we get to this very famous monument, the old sulphur mines, which were abandoned in the 50s. It's just a bit lumpy.
People say it's a fair weather anchorage, and look at that.
Yeah.
We ride one of those in and we're going to end up with a tender full of water. They're getting worse.
Alright, we better get out of here. Because it's turned into a surf beach.
Yeah. Didn't bring our boards.
Those waves are high coming in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Nowhere to walk away, nowhere to run!
We're not running either because we get drenched if we try and run.
Yeah, it's a bit lumpy.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away.
Wind's just dropped off a little bit now.
We're shooting along at 7s right now.
Yeah, gorgeous.
11 knots of true and we're doing 7.4.
Got to be happy with that.
Yeah.
Every time.
8.7.
8.7 knots.
Yeah.
I need to trim this, Jenica, actually, love.
Yeah.
Needs to come in a bit.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun.
I'll swim all these in the morning.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it?
It is incredible. The island's just full of them.
Look at this here.
Look up here. It's huge.
Yeah, amazing.
Everywhere you look, honey, there's a new piece of drama.
Hey guys, this is our front yard for the night. That's the opening to the bay that we're in. My goodness, this place is something special. We got the anchor out the front and we've tied up to mooring buoys at the back so that we don't swing in the middle of the night. And the reason we can't swing in the middle of the night because we've got our little fisherman neighbour here and he's just preparing his nets and everything for tonight's fishing, and that is a full 360 of tonight's front yard and backyard. Don't get much better than that. Racking spot,
Isn't it? We got in here, we got to the money spot. We'll probably hear that blowhole all night, especially if the wind starts to blow from the west.
Cheers.
Morning! Where are we going today? Have we even decided?
No. But the south coast of Milos.
Yeah.
Somewhere. So we'll just one night, maybe 2 nights, to see when we can get the next weather window.
Alright.
Far away, in a land where the sun will hide its eyes. Far away, in a place with marmalade sky.
So you can see our boat way down there in the distance. And here comes our entourage. Mum, Dad and kid. that goat just given birth? Oh, stillborn.
Yeah, and she's there waiting to come back.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Far away, in a land where the sun will never rise. Far away, far away.
So here we are in the middle of nowhere. What do we have?
I'm sorry, but I've been thinking this for quite some time, so someone's going to have to answer some questions for me. I got a couple of really good Greek mates back home, Australian Greeks. If you can tell me the answer to this, bung it in the comment down below. Or if you're one of our Greek subscribers, this is killing me. This tiny little church or chapel is dead set in the middle of nowhere down the bottom of Milos. It looks like it's freshly painted, freshly tiled. We've got a little lock on the gate here. What I want to know is, one, why it was built here and like here.
And the only people we've seen is goats. Well, the only life we've seen is goats.
There's no houses around. The track that we're walking on is a dirt track. So why here? And who maintains this? This has just been repainted just recently. I get it. It's beautiful. It's something that we love about Greece and touring Greece, is the fact that these things pop up all over the place, but someone must maintain it. And some of the ones that we come across, you peer in the window and the candles are alight. So someone must come up here in the morning and spark up the candle. But I'm gobsmacked. So if you can let me know, comments down below. What's this all about, guys?
Here's where we are. There's nothing. This is really disturbing. We could see these white things in the distance and we thought that it was something to do with something left over from the mines when they abandoned them. But instead, it's worse. It's plastic.
Plastic that's been collected and baled up.
Yeah.
And taken away to be disposed of.
But this is the disposal site and it's all breaking down in the wind. It's just shocking. This is going to be here for decades.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Look at the plastic bits hanging off the barbed wire.
It's disturbing. This isn't going anywhere, folks. This is where this is going to stay for the rest of its life until it blows into the Aegean.
Yeah. This is not just a problem here in Milos. This is a worldwide problem. And here it is in its most shocking form.
Oh, yeah, it goes down here.
There's another great big dumping ground in that ravine. And look at that beautiful blue water in the background. It's just such a shame. Woo! Okay, we made it here by land. Wow.
We've got close to a K to go. But this is the valley of the old sulphur mine. But already you can see little tunnels where they've actually cut into the side of this mountain and obviously lost their way or just followed a vein and popped out on the side of the mountain.
And it looks very hollow. There's a lot of holes in this mountain, a lot of little doorways. The colours in these cliffs, they do your head in.
Stunning walk if you're ever down the south coast of Milos and you feel like doing a 10K across from, Marita, you'll pronounce the name of the place.
I'll do my best. Paleocrory.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Something like that down the south.
And this is what we've come for. We've come to check out
these sulphur mines. So these were abandoned in the 50s and they pretty much just moved out and left everything here, so we'll go and see what's down there.
We counted all our reasons, excuses that we made. We found ourselves some treasure and threw it all away. Oh, what you waiting for? No, what you waiting for?
Such an incredible area to explore. There's just all these interesting bits laying around.
When I dance alone and the sun
And this is what this mine's all about, this yellow stuff. This is the sulphur that they were mining.
I can't get over how well this up here is built. That's fantastic. A workshop.
All this stuff just sitting here. I'm just getting the electrician to look at this little work of art. Look at the old ceramic things. What's this thing? Anyone know? Some kind of for ropes, for cables. That would have been to pull the trucks up and down that great big steep.
Yeah, over that truck.
And that's a hopper.
Yeah.
No, more hoppers.
Coming out in the hopper.
Yeah. I don't even know where I plucked that from.
Look here.
What have you found?
Passerelle.
It's sturdy.
She's a cracker.
What have you found?
Spares.
And there's even stuff in here.
Oh, it's a pity it's not stainless. I'll pick up some spares for the bone.
Michael's found the equivalent of a chandlery.
Don't think it's going to make it a Let's Dance though.
Wow. It's like they've left this place and just... Someone said, radio, time to go. Tools down.
Caught in the tide of blossom, caught in the carnival. Your confidence forgotten. I see the gypsies rule.
This would be the generator room. Generate electricity for the whole place.
What you waiting for?
Old lathe. So they obviously used to tool up and make all of their own parts, running parts and things like that, which makes a lot of sense.
Well, and it's not like you could go to the hardware shop.
No.
Isn't it amazing that that hasn't rusted?
Yeah.
So they've obviously pushed trolleys all the way out here and loaded the ore.
When I lose control and the veils overused, blame it on me.
Alright folks, let's go inside and have a look.
Oh, that's what they were after. Look at the colour of it, it's bright.
And you can definitely smell the sulphur in here.
Oh yeah. Now this is freaky.
Let's hope we don't have a tremor.
Yeah. Here's more of this railway track.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, without a torch, that's the end of our tour.
Veils overused, blame it on